You'd think Biden would do more to help protect American aid workers in Gaza, helping people. But it doesn't really seem like Biden really cares if Americans die by the Israeli government. I mean, look at the Canadian American aid worker that was killed by the IDF. Biden said very little about that and has done very little to push back against the Israeli government over that or killing any aid worker, to be honest.
4 days since Israeli forces seized control of the Rafah crossing. And since then, the border with Egypt has been firmly shut, cutting off the main lifeline for food, medicine, and fuel into Gaza. The UN warns that if the crossing doesn't reopen soon, aid operations inside the strip will grind to a halt. But the closure hasn't just stopped relief getting in, it's also stopped people getting out, including dozens of American medical volunteers now trapped inside Gaza, like San Francisco midwife Bridget Rochios, who's volunteering at Al Amarati.
It's more than likely that these aid workers will be killed by the IDF, and all they will do is claim that either the aid workers are Hamas, they're supporting Hamas, or something with Hamas as their justification for killing American citizens.
Rafah's only functioning maternity hospital.
It is surreal to be supporting a woman giving labor while you're hearing bombs drop and machine guns fire.
Premature babies from across Gaza are rushed here, and the hospital warns that without more fuel, they may soon lose power for the incubators keeping them alive.
And the Israeli government knows what they're doing when they are stopping aid from going into Gaza, as well as destroying, tons of hospitals. Babies, kids, people with medical issues that need to be treated will die. I mean, without hospital and medical supplies, even an infection that's easily treatable with antibiotics can kill somebody. And the Israeli government knows that, and they want people to die from easily treatable illnesses, from heart attacks, from lack of cancer treatments or dialysis or something like that, as well as from the lack of food, water, and shelter.
Everything is devastating, and it is counter to what birth should be.
Tonight, Rochios has no idea how or when she might leave Gaza.
While I am worried for my ability to leave and to get back to my family, I also am not unique or special in any way, shape, or form. There has been a siege on Gaza for a very long time.
Dr. Amr Ghanem from Detroit is at a different hospital, but in the same situation.
Are you basically trapped in Gaza right now?
We are ready to evacuate if you have opportunity. But at the same time, they are not telling us every day, say, okay, we don't have any news, we don't have any news.
The U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem.
You would think that Biden would do more to help these American aid workers leave Gaza when they need to or want to, but Biden is doing very little. It shows that he doesn't really care about American citizens.
Jerusalem saying tonight this remains a complex situation with serious implications for the safety and security of U.S. citizens. Dr. Ghanem has been managing an ICU, facing a daily flood of wounded patients with few supplies to treat them, and many Palestinian medical staff forced to flee with their families following IDF instructions to get away from the fighting.
If you could speak to President Biden, what would you tell him?
I tell him, I beg you to stop this war today, before tomorrow.
The doctor eager to get back to his family in Michigan.
My wife is almost completely broke. My kids also, they always worry about me. And one of my kids, actually, he told me, I wish I did not allow you to go. But at the same time, I'm heartbroken about what's going on here. I don't want to leave before time and leave these people alone.
And Raf Sanchez joins us now from Tel Aviv. So, Raf, what is Israel saying about when the Rafah crossing might open and when some of these Americans might be able to leave?
So, Ellison, we asked Israel's military, in terms of reopening the Rafah crossing, they said that was in planning, but they wouldn't give any firm timeline. Both of those medics you saw in the piece, they've been in Gaza for around 2 weeks volunteering. They're due to leave in the next couple of days, and at this point, it is just not clear how they are going to get out. One possibility, the Israeli military did tell us that they are open to potentially evacuating Americans through Kerem Shalom. That is another crossing which is open. It is normally used.
Yeah, they'll probably try to kill the aid workers. The Israeli government and the IDF, they just love killing aid workers. Besides the 7 of World Kitchen Organization aid workers that were killed, almost or over 200 aid workers have been killed since October 7th. The Israeli government doesn't care if you're an aid worker trying to help people, they will kill you.
For goods, not for people. But the Israeli military says they might make an exception in this case. However, even if they agree to that, it's not clear how these Americans are going to get there safely, given that there is fighting.